Hi everyone, welcome back to David at Go Hobbies. Right, flea spray. How to get those bugs, fleas, mites, and every other little creepy crawling dead in your truck, so you don't get bitten and your truck is not infested. Right, here's a bit of magic for you. I've got a tin of what we call INDOREX Defense Spray, household insecticide aerosol dispenser. It's used for homes, but I also use it for my cabs. I'll show you a picture of it so you can see what I'm talking about. There we go. I buy this, or the wife bought this for me, off of, I think it was Amazon. So it's very good. Just a little bit read up on it. So it's obviously quite nasty stuff. It's toxic for the environment and fish. It's obviously got a health warning on it, and it's inflammable like any aerosol. But a piece of advice when you're using this stuff, right? When you do buy it, if you do buy it, right, you spray it from the furthest part away from you. In other words, where you're working, it's got to be like in the corner of the cab, yeah, and then you work back. Try have the windows open so you've got a positive airflow blown away from you. So in other words, blown from your back in the opposite direction. If not, if it's blowing the wrong direction, wind the window up so you're not getting it blown into your lungs. Right? Ideally, you want a pair of safety glasses and a face mask, because you don't really want to breathe that muck in. Not good for your lungs. But I spray that over my mattresses. I spray it all around my floor area, under my chairs, around the back of the seats, on the seats, and it lasts for 12 months, I believe. Say 6 months for safety, and then you have to do it again. But I never spray it that long away. I'd probably spray it every other month, something like that. But that tin will last me a long time, because I've only used it in my cab. I might use it in my car, because I hate bugs. And when you're bitten by a bug, it can be a right pain in the arse, because they're not nasty, are they? Sorry, they are nasty, aren't they? Get the words right. But for your own benefit, spray your cab at least once a month to kill anything that's living. But before you even do that, you've got to make sure your cab is clean. There's no use spraying it on dirt, because you're just spraying over dirt, and you need to get a nice clean cab. I'll show you in another video what my cab is like now, and I'll show you my cab after I've done it, and then you'll see the difference. Because my cab at the moment is a little bit dirty, but not much. But it took me probably about 12 hours to clean this cab to get it to the standard I wanted it to. I used to be a commercial vehicle valeter, so I know how to clean cabs inside and out. So I'm very, very particular on what I do and how I do it. So if you need any advice, just drop me a message and I'll tell you. But the first thing with your cab, give it a good bloody hoover. I mean everywhere. Right? Get the worst of it up, and then buy yourself some Zaflora disinfectant spray. Water it down into a spray bottle. Get yourself some microfiber cloths and start spraying the disinfectant onto the microfiber cloths and start wiping everything down. And then you can get a vehicle polishing. Don't use silicone. It's absolutely horrible. What could happen is, if you spray it on your floor or your seat, your pedals are, your foot could slip off your pedals and you could have an accident. So do not use a silicone spray in your cab. It is lethal, and it is horrible to get off once you've put it on. I know, I've been there. I haven't used it, but I've had to remove it and it is a pain in the arse. So forewarned is forearmed. If you've got any questions, please let me know in the comments below, but please like, share, subscribe. So going back to that flea spray again, it's called INDOREX, INDOREX Defense Spray, and you can buy it in pharmacies. There you go. Hopefully that's a great help for you. Keep those blighters out your cab and your home. But remember, don't allow pets anywhere near it for at least half hour. It's got to be dry. Alright? And ideally, read the instructions before use. Like any chemical you're spraying, you need to understand what it will do, how it does it, because once it's dry, it is inert. But what you've got to do is be careful, vigilant on what you're doing, and understand the chemicals that you're using and what they can affect you like. So there you go. Please read the instructions first. Good stuff, but as I say, read the instructions. I emphasize that. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.